Hi guys, my name is Faith and I'm so happy to have you here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my at-home DIY hair mayonnaise protein mask. I love this mask because not only does it not have a ton of ingredients, but you probably already have them around your house and it actually works. I used to use this mask all the time when I had a ton of heat damage way back. Some parts of my hair actually wouldn't curl, they were like pinned straight, and after doing this mask for a few months on and off, those parts of my hair actually curled up. So I was so shocked. I know that some people say that after having heat damage or color damage, you can't come back from that, but that's so not true. There are so many things that can help, and I'm glad that I get to show you guys that today. Okay, so this is the state of my hair right now. By the way, I just took it out of some boho goddess braids. That video is on my channel, but my hair is honestly crying for help. As per usual, when I do braids, especially with added hair, my hair is just really sensitive, and protective styles with added hair doesn't really allow me to fully moisturize my hair and my ends properly, so my hair always needs a pick-me-up after those sorts of styles. I also had it in for about a month, which is longer than what I usually leave those styles in for, and I could tell it's pretty weak. So if your hair is sensitive or weak or damaged, then this mask is for you. So what you're gonna need for this mask is a bowl and then something to mix with, and your 3 ingredients. The first ingredient of this mask is just mayonnaise, yes, real mayonnaise, 1 egg of your choice, and some olive oil. Here I have some extra virgin olive oil. I just got this one from the store, and you want to make sure that the only ingredient is extra virgin olive oil. You want to make sure that it doesn't have any spices like these other ones that I saw at the store that are just specifically for cooking. These are the 3 main ingredients that you're gonna need, and I love it because this mask is very affordable and a great DIY for that reason. A lot of people ask, well, what to do if you do not have olive oil. I love olive oil. I used it all throughout me having heat damage, and my hair might have been stringy or straight, but one thing is that it was not dry. Olive oil is really great because it's a moisturizing oil, which you will need during this protein mask. The molecules in olive oil are actually small enough to penetrate the hair shaft as opposed to sitting on top of the hair like some other thicker oils. But if you do not have olive oil, other great substitutes for a moisturizing oil is avocado oil, and even melted shea butter or shea butter oil, or even argan oil. Coconut oil, although it penetrates the hair shaft, it has a lot of protein, which you don't want because this is already a protein mask and we do not want protein overload. So let's start mixing up our ingredients. First, I'm starting off with 1 egg, and I'm going to use the whole egg. And I usually just eyeball this when it comes to the mayonnaise and oil. You don't need a ton. Mayonnaise already has eggs in it, but we mainly want it for the texture. About that much is fine. And for our olive oil, I would say about 2 tablespoons should be fine. So this is what it looks like so far. And I'm just gonna mix that all together. So although these 3 ingredients were the only things that I really used throughout my hair journey and is a great enough DIY mask by itself, I did want to add a few extra ingredients if you did have them for extra benefits. If you do have honey, it's really great and really healthy for the hair and moisturizing. It cannot be substituted by maple syrup or syrup, a lot of people were asking. So honey is a great extra ingredient if you have it. I also have a few essential oils here. I will not be adding it to my mask just in case if you guys don't have it. I have rosemary and clove oil, which is really great for the hair, but you can also use peppermint or thyme or things like those. Anyone that you like, you can just add it. Something that people may like to use if they don't have any oil at all is just an avocado, because of the same reason, its moisturizing properties, which is really great for this protein mask. Okay, so I have the mask here, and what you're gonna need is obviously the mask, a comb or brush of your choice, some hair clips, a hair cap. I've seen people using like a plastic bag if you don't have one, and that honestly works fine. It might even work better if you have a lot of hair or more hair than me. Some sort of a small towel and an old t-shirt that you don't really care about. I'm using this pink one. It's the same one that I used to bleach my hair, if you haven't seen that video, but yeah. So I'm going to start by detangling my hair, parting them into 4, and we're gonna add on this mask. So I have my first section here, and since my hair is really thick, I'm going to section that in half, and I'm going to add a bit of water and start detangling, just gently detangling. You just don't want like any major knots in your hair when you're adding a hair mask. Some people like to use like the dye brushes to add it, but honestly I'm gonna go in with my hands because I don't really care. It's just a lot easier and quicker that way. I say to have a mini towel with you for 2 reasons. I actually have 2, one on the floor so I don't get mayonnaise and egg all over the floor, and another one to just wrap around me when I'm done. You guys will see, but this is the first piece. And I put some on my scalp as well. I know it can feel a little weird and gross at first, but I'm honestly used to it by now, and I'm gonna shampoo it all out later, so. My hair is super weak after those braids, so I'm just trying to be really gentle. This is also low-key relaxing. I feel like it's self-care. Yeah, put on some music, call someone, do whatever, just take care of yourself. And I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm just gonna take this section and cut it in half, clip it away, and detangle. It's gonna be a long time before I do braids again, and I'm gonna try to take better care of my hair in them. I also talked about the kinds of braids that I did. They were boho goddess braids, and I talked about the pros and cons and why it was a struggle for me to take care of my hair. And I'm definitely seeing the results of that, but go check that video out if you haven't already. But yeah, I'm so glad I'm doing this mask. It's literally a lifesaver. Okay, so I've added the mask to 1/2 of my hair, and I'll see you guys when I do the other half. Okay, so I'm completely done now. Here we go. I'm going to leave this on my hair anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. An hour is best. And I also have this towel here just in case anything drips. So I'm gonna go eat and stuff and clean in the meantime, and then I'm going to just shampoo, condition, and deep condition my hair like normal. This is the shampoo. It is the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey hydrating one. You want to try to avoid any protein shampoos or conditioners, once again, because after you give your hair protein, you need a lot of moisture. So then after, I'm going to be using this Manoy Carol's Daughter one, and this is like one of the best conditioners I've ever used, so I'm going to use that. As a deep conditioner, I'm just going to use my Foxy Bay, if you guys already know, for chemically damaged hair. So yeah, I'll do that after this sits for an hour, and then I'll see you guys when it's all done. Okay guys, so I just finished washing my hair. These are the results. I definitely feel a difference coming out of the shower. My curls feel like they have more structure to them, which really is what a protein mask is supposed to do, as opposed to your hair just falling flat. And I had a lot less shedding coming out of the shower than I normally do, so I really enjoyed that. Again, this is with no products, so I'll just show you like a before and after. My hair also does feel a lot softer, which is really great with all of the deep conditioning and using the olive oil. But yeah, that's how I do my mask. If your hair is really stringy or breaking or just feels weak, then I would definitely suggest doing this hair mask. I think it has contributed to my hair growth journey for sure, coming down to like mid-back length, just because when you're growing out your hair, it's super important to keep your moisture protein balance intact. I heard from this one girl say this analogy and I really loved it. Think of your hair as like a pasta noodle. If your hair is super dry and brittle and it's lacking moisture, then it's like uncooked pasta and it can easily break. But if you have too much moisture in your hair and not enough protein, then your hair is like overcooked pasta, so it could be like super mushy and it needs more structure. So you really want to keep it balanced and have it somewhere in between, and I really like this mask for that. So yeah, if you feel like you've been moisturizing your hair really well but it's still stringy or weak, then I would say do that. Don't do if you feel like your hair is just dry, because that could mean that your hair needs moisture and not necessarily protein. How often I do it? Usually every 3 to 4 months or so, so once every season. When I had heat damaged hair, I did it every 2 to 3 months, so that's fine. So if you haven't done a mask within that time, like 6 months or over, then this is perfectly fine. So yeah, that is all the details on this mask. If you have any more questions, then definitely feel free to leave a comment down below. Right now, since I just did that, I want to do a moisture rich protective style, which I'm going to do on my hair right now, but I'm going to make a separate video out of it. Just something really easy. One of my favorite protective styles that are really fast. So definitely check that out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!